Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99 and today I'm here with some healing advice. So this is Divine Feminines, what do you need to heal at this time? So we're going to get into where you are at the moment and what might help you in your healing journey. I just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my videos. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, there will be another giveaway, which will be 2 readings and a deck of my design. Okay, so thank you for watching. So let's just check in on where the feminine's at right now. So there's hurt feelings here, you know, may have been heartbreak over some of you, for some of you over your connection, but the message is forgive them, okay, and forgive yourselves. Because people, you know, it's not excusing behaviour, it's just giving yourself permission to move on. And it's saying pray for guidance, you know, ask your guides and angels to assist you at this time, okay? Some of you could be going through dark night of the soul. We all have that dark side to us. You know, we are a balance of light and dark, and it's acknowledging the both, and having that balance is where a healthy person needs to be. But acknowledge the dark side and heal yourself from any trauma and work on these issues, you know, so you can move forward in your life. You could have trust issues, you know, do you trust your masculine? Can you trust yourself? You know, who can you trust? Can you trust yourself to make the right decisions? So again, that's something you need to work on. And maybe you could reach out to a good friend or find a counsellor, a trained therapist to talk to. And if you can't, you know, a good method of clearing up, you know, negative feelings and energies is to write letters to people concerned. You don't send the letter, you just write the letter out. You know, pour all your thoughts and feelings out into a letter, and then do it as many times as you need, and then burn it basically, or rip it up, because it's done with. You don't need to actually speak to the person involved. It's just about getting those feelings out, okay? So empower yourself and support yourself and other women. Maybe there's other women that could need some support and guidance at this time that you could assist. And connect with your spirit guides, your angels, and ask them for help, because they will come in, but they need you to ask them to come in, okay? They won't come in without your permission. And follow your passions. What are your passions? What are you passionate about in life? What is it that you enjoy doing? What makes you feel alive and makes you get up in the morning? What is that thing that drives you? And the connection with your person is always there, whether you're together in the 3D or not. And you can always communicate astrally, telepathically. I can't speak today. You know, that connection is never severed, it's always there. And I know obviously there's a, you know, separation for a lot of you and you're missing that person in the physical, but you can always reach out to them in the 5D, in the astral planes, and communicate with them there, okay? So what else is going on? So we have destruction here. So, you know, when you're going through dark times, you know, sometimes you feel quite destructive. Maybe you feel angry. Maybe you feel angry about this connection, the way it's, you know, gone into separation, no contact, and you feel destroyed in some way. You know, you feel that part of you has been destroyed, your heart is broken. Okay, so that's quite understandable. And then we've got drama. Maybe some of you are addicted to drama. You know, maybe you were in relationships before, you know, that were quite toxic, and, you know, that was part of the norm. You thought drama is part of the norm of a relationship. You know, if there's no drama, creating that drama. So that's something that needs to be healed. And then we've got appearance. So maybe some of you are worried about the way you look. You have low self-esteem. You don't think you're good enough. You have a lack of self-love. And these are things that need to be worked on, of course, because you're perfect as you are, okay? You need to know that you are good enough as you are, okay? There is nothing for you to change. And then we have respite. So you could see the separation as a time of respite. This is time for you to go within, to do your healing work, to have that alone time, because we need that alone time to do the healing work, because otherwise there's too many distractions. And you go within, connect to your intuition, your higher self, connect to the universe, get your guidance, okay? And heal yourself from your past hurts and issues so that you can move forward. And then we have abandonment. So some of you may have abandonment issues, maybe from childhood, and there could be inner child work that you need to do at this time, okay? A lot of people do suffer with this, and it's quite common, I think. And maybe you've had relationship breakdowns before and you felt abandoned. And this inner wounding can stem from childhood. So again, you need to do that work. You need to do that work on yourself, okay? And, release that from your thinking and your mindset, okay? That fear of abandonment. And then we got denial. So maybe you're denying your feelings at this time. Maybe you're in denial about how you really feel about this separation with your person. Maybe you're thinking you're okay, but you're actually not okay. So you need to have a look at yourself here and see, how do you really feel? Be honest with yourself, okay? Because you need to be honest. And then once you're honest, you can then do the work on it, needed to heal that aspect of your denial. So let's get some healing messages. So we have light. So you are a light in the world, You are a positive being of light. You are someone who's here to help others. And before you can help others, you need to help yourself and work on yourself and acknowledge that dark side, as we were saying. Acknowledge the dark side, and it's about being in balance. Nobody is perfectly all light. That would be impossible. You need both, the light and the dark. You need that balance within yourself. But you're still a light in the world to others, okay? Hope. There is always hope. And look at the beautiful rainbow. There's been lots of rainbows coming up in my reading this week. So that's very, very positive. That's very, positive news. I think things are moving forward. It might not be fast movement, but things are changing, okay? Change on the horizon. That rainbow, she's not noticed it. But yes, hope is always on the horizon, okay? So always have hope in your heart for change in a positive way. And then we have letting go. That's about not trying to control the situation, not trying to control the outcome, not trying to control some other person. Just let go and let God. Just go with the flow at this time. And I'm sure these mermaids, sometimes when they're in the water, they go with the flow, they go with the current. They don't try and push against the current. So be like the mermaid, go with the flow at this time. Don't try and push against the current. Miracles. So believe in miracles. Miracles are possible here. As I said, we've got the rainbow came up there. So, expect a miracle and you will receive a miracle. Memories. It's good sometimes to have our memories. There are good and bad memories. I always think it's best to focus on the good memories and don't spend too long in the past. Obviously, we can reminisce over things that were good and don't linger on things that were bad, okay? Just choose to focus on good memories, but don't stay in the past too long. And then we have healing. And here we have a group of mermaids. So maybe you've got a group of women friends that you can be together with, maybe not in person, maybe you're online sisters, soul family, or maybe these are real family and friends in your world that you can maybe get together with and do a group healing or meditation group or something like that and support each other on your journeys through life. It doesn't have to be a twin flame journey. Just getting through life sometimes can be tough. And if you've got women in your life to support you and buoy you up when you're going through difficult times, that's a very positive thing to have. And always have gratitude in your heart, because having this attitude of gratitude attracts more things for you to be grateful for. And don't focus on the lack, don't focus on what you don't have, focus on what it is you do have. And by doing this, you'll be surprised how much you do have to be grateful for. Some people keep a gratitude diary, and every day you will see the list grow longer and longer, because the more you focus on gratitude, the more you'll have to be grateful for. Okay, so let's get some other mermaid messages. So we've got Soul Cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. I think this is about, you're possibly, some of you, keeping yourself trapped. You're not trapped. This is your life and you choose what you do with it. And it's not about the masculine coming in and rescuing you. I mean, I know this is the case here, but it can go either way. You can rescue each other. I think it's a case of rescuing each other, but doing that work, doing that inner work as individuals first of all. And you're not a captive person. You're free. You have free will. You're free to move around however you want. You're a prisoner of your own making. You're not in a cage, okay? So remember that. You're not in a cage, and you're free to do whatever you want to do in this life. The Mirror. Know thyself. Self-examination, seeing who you really are. So that's what we were saying, take a good look at yourself. Do that mirror work. I don't know if you've heard of Louise Hay. She sadly passed away now, but she started Hay House Publishing. She's like the pioneer for mirror work, where you do that work in the mirror and you build up your own feelings of self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, and you tell yourself you love you. I love me. And this is a very positive thing to do, and it's not always as easy as you think, to look yourself in the eyes and say that you love you, or I love me. Does that make sense? But try this mirror work. Or you could write yourself a love letter, and, from you to you, and tell yourself how much you love you, what you love about you, etc. And that's a very positive exercise to do as well. Falling in love, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. Yes, I mean, a lot of people in these twin flame connections, it's a love connection, but first of all, it's a soul connection. But there is this love, this deep love, this deep soul love between you and your person. And you're connected energetically, through this connection, through the divine, through the soul connection. And this is a beautiful expression of love. And nobody can take that away from you, whatever the situation. Okay? And just trust on the astral realms where you meet and you love and you laugh. Your bond is deepening there every day. You may not be together in the 3D, but your bond is deepening there. And this is your soul contract that you're working on right now. And hopefully, when the time is right and when you're energetically matched, you will come together in a 3D union. Reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. So this is about manifestations. What is it you want to manifest into your life? What is it that you desire for yourself? What sort of life do you desire? Reflect on what it is you truly want to manifest in your life and set your intentions out there, and then just let it go, okay? Farewell to the moon. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. So this is really strange because this came out today when we had the full moon yesterday, the 3rd. So we are sort of saying farewell to the moon. So we are sort of saying farewell to the moon until the next cycle, which will be the new moon in a couple of weeks. So yeah, enjoy the lunar light and cycles. Work with the cycles of the moon. It's a very feminine energy, a very water energy. Obviously the moon controls our tides. And it does affect our emotions because the physical body is 70% water. So we are affected by the moons, very much so, in our emotions, because we are 70% water. And that, as the moon affects the tides, it's like we have a tide in our own body, the ebb and flow of our emotions. So work with that, learn to work with those energies. So let's get some chakra messages. So we have 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Devil. So we've got 3 cards which relate to the sacral chakra here. Okay, so maybe you need to do some work on this. This is about creativity, your sexual, sensual energies, your connection. We've got the 2 of Cups here, your connection maybe to your divine masculine. You may have a very intense sacral connection with your masculine. And the 9 of Swords, obviously, if you're going through dark night of the soul and, you're missing your person in a physical, sexual way, this causes sleepless night, depression, anxiety. And we have the Devil energy here as well. So sometimes, there can be like an obsession really over it, and you want something and you want it now sort of energy, no matter the consequences. So maybe do some work on this sacral chakra, focus your creativity in another way, with regards to creating something, making something, painting, drawing, gardening, cooking, whatever it is your passion, focus on that, pour your creativity into that for now. And then we have 2 cards, the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, which is the third eye chakra here. So again, this is about your connection with your intuition, with your heart center, your connection to the divine. And, there's been a bit of a, obviously upset here with regard to your connection, 7 of Swords. You've come into separation now. And again, we've got the moon. The moon is appearing in that card, if you can see that. So this could be significant. So it's putting down those, stopping the disagreement, moving away from it. You're disconnected in the physical, and you're doing that healing work on yourself so that you can be in a better position to come together again. Because then we've got the 7 of Wands, which is about moving forward passionately, move forward passionately with energized intention and that connection in the third eye center, okay, with your masculine, so you can connect on the 5D and share your passions with each other, okay? So then we have balance and nurturing. So let's get those messages. So I think balance is the base, the root chakra. We live in a physical world, a polarity with day and night, hot and cold, and the forces of nature are constantly working towards a state of balance. Living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. When you walk your path with no judgment and realise everything has an opposite, life becomes less stressful and flows with ease and grace. You may have been feeling out of whack of late. Take a moment to see what is out of balance in your life. What have you been putting too much energy into or focusing on? Or what requires a little more attention? If you've been putting too much energy and effort into something and feeling stuck, it's time to let go. Allow the natural flow of balance to take place. If you've been ignoring something and not giving the attention it requires, now is the time to give it some love, care and focus. It could be thoughts in your head, relationships, work, family, or a new project you are working on. Once you find where the balance is required, take action and positive steps to allow the natural flow to occur. There is an old saying, too much of a good thing is not always the best medicine. Balance is the key. It's time to let go and stop pushing or trying too hard. Surrender and allow balance to bless your life. This card can indicate that balance may already be present and you've been taking the right steps to allow it to flow into your world. Affirmation, I am balanced in all aspects of my life. So we was talking about that earlier. I was talking about that, the balance between your dark and light. Or dark and light, Dark and light. It's also balance between your masculine and feminine energies, the positive and the negative. So work on balancing yourself, work on, owning your dark side and your light side so that you can go into balance, and that would really help you. And as it also said, go with the flow. So I'm just going to say something again here. All my readings this week, there's the lions are appearing because we've got the Lionsgate portal on the Saturday the 8th. And I do feel it's a very significant time for a lot of people, okay? So here we have another lion coming to say hello in the reading. So this is the Earth Star Chakra, and this is about nurturing. You've called this card today as an invitation to create more nurturing in your life. It's easy to get caught up with the crazy hustle and bustle of the world, forgetting to take a little time for yourself, to give back, nurture and receive the gifts and fruits of your labour. The healing energy of nurturing is available to you now, and you are being encouraged to take a moment to honour yourself with this light. Something in your life is calling for some love and nurturing. You're completely deserving of this love and attention. Do those things for yourself that allow you to feel this loving essence. Take a long bath, go for a massage, spend time with friends and loved ones. Whatever allows you to feel nurtured, make sure you do this for yourself, as it's a big part of your growth and healing at present. It's a natural state of being to nurture. However, due to fear, we've learnt to shut off and separate ourselves from the love and nurturing that surrounds us. Open yourself to the kindness in your heart and create some love in your life today. Affirmation. I am nurturing myself in all aspects of life, and I'm open to receive this powerful loving energy now and always. So that is so true. We need to nurture ourselves as we're going through the healing. You know, it can be a very tough time, okay, a very difficult time. So as you're going through this possible dark night of the soul, remember to nurture yourself as well, okay? You deserve it. So let's get some other chakra messages. So we have money, finances, power, generosity and abundance. So again, this is about the base chakra here. So this is about your financial stability in life. You know, money can be power to a lot of people. You know, people like to show their wealth, don't they, as a sign of their power. But look at it this way, you know, we all deserve abundance, and some forms of abundance is in money. This is a society we live in. We need money to live, to survive in the world, to buy other things that we need, like food and water and clothes and housing and whatever. And be generous with your money, you know, allow the money to flow, you know, don't hold on to things, you know, be generous with what you do have, share what you do have. And then we have the mind, which is the third eye again. So openness, flexibility, imagination and learning. So yes, you can learn a lot through your third eye by connecting to your intuition, by connecting to your higher self, to the divine, the universe, your guide, your angels. Be open to receiving the information out there that they want to give you. Be flexible in life, to go with the flow, and use your imagination, okay, to help you manifest what it is you desire into your life. So now we have tenderness. The energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. So that's the beautiful colour of the heart chakra here. So be tender with yourself, I feel, at this time, okay? Be tender, and especially nurturing and tender as you open your heart to give and receive love, okay? Surrender. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. So again, the heart chakra here. So surrender to the divine, surrender to love, surrender to going with the flow. Don't go up against the tide, basically. Go with the flow of life. Go with the flow of love. Stop trying to control things and surrender. Transformation. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully thrive through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. So again, this is the third eye. You know, transformation is something that we all go through at different stages in our lives. You know, it's how we evolve and grow, how we ascend through the different spiritual levels in life. And go with the flow again. It's saying go with the flow, you know, and don't try and stay stuck, you know, make room for the new. transform yourself, transform into a new you at this time, okay? So now we've got some messages from the fairy forest. So we've got Astrid, love, fire, sensuality and fertility. When we love, we gaze directly into the soul of another human. This in-love sensation reminds us of who we can truly be when we connect with our own self-love. We feel complete, adored, and we open wide to the experience. Energy surges through us. We crave the touch of the beloved. We are for a time quite mad. When this card comes to you, the love fire has been lit within you, and you're being asked to allow your own self-love to ignite in return. You are feeling sensual, ready to make love, to explore the boundaries of physical sensation, and you wish reality would simply leave you be for a time so you can explore this craving and desire. About you is a sensation of fulfillment, of satisfaction, and for a time you will live between the worlds while this powerful experience shakes you to the core, and all the while this fairy being gazes into your heart, willing you to remember not only do you love, you are worth loving. Astrid's cool green gaze observes the fire within you and will remind you again and again that to love yourself and to love another with all of your heart is a kind of baptism, a blessing, a ritual, a trial by fire. Passion is your whole world. Let the fire embrace you, purify you, and keep walking through the flames of love. So that's beautiful. Beautiful message about love. And then we've got initiate, curiosity, open and warm. Your energy is unworldly, naive and unguarded. You will soon face tests which will help you acquire experience and wisdom. When this card appears, know you have an inclination to take risks without thinking of where the road you wish to dart down will lead you. You have a tendency to say and do things without thinking through the possible impact. You speak the uncomfortable truth as no other can. The lessons you're experiencing are filling your life with richness. You have so much trust and self-belief, but you're not prideful. You're ready to take great chances, and others may even judge you at being about to take crazy risks. You may be contemplating leaving a safe job, about to travel, enter a new relationship wholeheartedly, or make a move in life without having examined all the consequences. You are curious, inquiring, and open-hearted. You are inquisitive, but you are no fool. You are an initiate, and you will therefore take risks as you face the unknown. Your next steps into the mystery of life will be blessed, and you have the courage to now enter the unknown. So that's beautiful for those of you wanting to take a risk in life. You know, just go for it, okay? Now some messages from Mother Mary. Marriage, a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself and my partner. Children, my heart is filled with love for children, which creates miracles and positive change for them and me. Boundaries, I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Trust, I know God in His wisdom is answering my prayers right now. Jesus, I pray for Jesus' help and guidance. Love, love is the answer to all my questions. Watched over, you are watched over, heaven is watching over you and your loved ones at this time. Open your heart, I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. Blessings, today I count my blessings small and large, and notice the gifts that come to me from God. So that's what we were saying, isn't it? Just count your blessings, be grateful. So let's just get a final few healing messages for you. Love is the highest frequency of all. We are love. So know that you are love. Be the light in this world. Listen to the sound of the ocean. That will soothe and calm you if you're feeling stressed or anxious. Generosity. Be generous with your love, time and experience. And we saw that earlier, didn't we? And clear your mind of negative thoughts. So clear your mind of any negative thinking at this time, okay? So let's finally get some inspiration messages for you. Have an open mind. Light workers, shine your light into the world. Be kind, treat others as you want to be treated. Breathe, breath work in meditation to de-stress. So if you're feeling stressed, there's lots of breathing meditations online that you could listen to. So now I'm finally going to get your crystal to help you with your healing. Let's get some crystal advice for you at this time. So we have red tiger's eye. Do you need some motivation? Do you find your mind wandering when you're trying to stay focused? If so, you need to find your passion and log in and begin experiencing the rewards that come with living it. Do what you love. Prosperity is yours, but you must take action. So there are your messages. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helps you in some way. So thank you for watching. Many blessings. Take care.